Hey guys, we are live right now as we speak. As you can see, we have a green screen now, so that is absolutely amazing. On top of that, guys, we have a pop filter for the microphone. You can see it right here. I'm super excited. We're going to be reviewing, or at least analyzing Tesla stock and Palantir and everything. We're going to do the weekly recaps today. Just going to quickly check if we are if the live is actually working. Yeah, absolutely amazing. I'm just checking the live chat real quick. There we go. It's working. All right, today we're just gonna take it all easy. I think we're not really gonna like how do you say it? I can hear myself. It's really annoying. Just give me 1 second. Yeah, today we're just gonna have a casual live stream. Just I don't know if you guys know what happened. People who are in the Discord, they know. Yesterday, at 4 a.m., some really drunk dude came to my house and started knocking on the door and screaming and yelling that it was his house and that he wanted to go inside it. It was a really hectic kind of experience. I even had to call the police, and it was really weird. The police came, they took the guy away, and but I couldn't sleep until like 7 a.m. So I haven't really slept at all. The only reason I'm awake right now is because of drinking coffee. Also, I had like a nosebleed for like an hour straight, which if you don't know, I'm kind of like susceptible to that. But it's whatever. Now it's gone, so maybe you can see a little red. I hope it's not red right now. But yeah, I think we're ready. The reason I'm late with the video / live stream is because obviously I haven't slept at all, and I was setting up the green screen, which you can see right now. There's nothing behind me. You can see, I think it's right there. Yeah. So here, there's a line because that's where the video cam ends. It's like whoosh. I don't have my arm anymore or something. Yeah, it's quite cool. It's a. Can I even show you? I think I can possibly. Nah, I don't want to show you the green screen. All that's very important right now is that right now we have nothing in the background. We only have the technicals. Okay, so I'm going to show you right now. This is the 1 month. That's the 5 day, and that's the 1 day with my finger. And the year to date, and then you got the yearly, and the 5 years, and the all button, and then December is right there. I can even point to like the MACD, which is quite amazing. I didn't think this would be possible, but here we go. Guys, make sure you hit the thumbs up so everybody gets to see the live stream. I think we started so late because usually on the Saturdays, people at this time, usually people are busy with like family and friends. So I should have started earlier, but I couldn't because obviously I didn't have any energy at all, and I was setting up the green screen, so that's why we started a little later than usual. I'm gonna drink my smoothie. I got a smoothie. Wow, it's so funny because like my smoothie is green, so you see it disappear. It's really crazy. It's an avocado, banana, spinach kind of smoothie. Look at that. Do you see that? It's like if I put it in front of me, you can see the technicals because it's a green smoothie. So everything that's green is being detected by the computer and is being wiped away. It's really amazing. We're about to begin. I'm drinking the technicals. Okay, cool. Let's start right away. I hope the audio is a little better now because we got a pop filter and a green screen. I think it will benefit us greatly. Not only that, we can change the background to anything we want. But I think the most obvious thing is like, can I even expand this? Yeah, there we go. So, yeah, you can see that it's not perfect right now. You can see right here. I have not optimized this for that yet, so I'll have to do that very soon. It's a little bit bigger. I just don't want that. I think I can fix the saturation. I'll do it some other time. I think right now it's going to be perfectly fine. Yeah, I'm just going to check the live chat before we begin. Welcome, Jacob, Shiam, Fam, Sebastian, Catman, Stock Hunter, and Christian. Welcome to the live stream, Rama, Simon, Tight Nugget, and Mohammed Salim, and Larry. Welcome, everybody. We're going to start in about a second. Make sure you hit the thumbs up. I would really appreciate that. We got the green screen going on. I bought it with my own money. I was like, you know what? I can't wait for that YouTube money or the Patreon money. I'm just going to get it myself. Welcome, Alan and Jackas, Parrish, and Allah. So, I think, yeah, okay, I'm going to start. Hey, Lawrence. Okay, I think we're going to start. I can't be greeting everybody the whole day, so. Sorry for that. I hope the pop filter is working so that you guys are less annoyed by that kind of stuff. I'm just going to do some pre-analysis, see what's going on. Kind of moving sideways once again. It really is bugging me right now. I mean, I think what's very important right now is just to see if there's anything, if any point in history looks kind of similar to what we have today. And then based off of that information, we can possibly say it's going to go up or down. So, I think generally speaking, we top out temporarily before, yeah, and then come back down again. You can see it here, you can see it here and here. But the structure does not look similar. So we're going to have to find a similar structure in terms of, yeah, you can see right here, we have a similar kind of structure. No, it really, I think it hasn't happened yet. Although I do think that this looks quite like it in the MACD. So which means we went down once more. But I think we had this big move to the downside that represents that move. Was that the stock split? I think it wasn't. It was another move. Well, this could potentially mean we're going to see another big move to the upside, downside. But I'm not so certain about it because there are too many catalysts. And the markets is too bullish. Like we had negative news right here, I remember, with the S&P inclusion being declined. So I think it's going to be rather bullish. History suggests that it's not going to be bullish, but I do have to say that, like, we have seen this period, right? Went down and then gradually surged upwards. Could be a similar scenario. And then another surge. We can already see that the MACD is, well, it's still kind of sideways. This is very, very confusing on the 2 hours. But, you know, I think... Oh, my nose is running again. Just give me 1 second, guys. I hope my nose doesn't start bleeding once more. Yeah, okay, so I'm gonna quickly check if everything is working fine. Yeah, if I move long enough, you can see that it's actually green. You see that? My hands, they're becoming green. It's really funny. Yeah. It's amazing. I love this kind of technology. Should invest in that. 2 hours is kind of sideways. Now I think it gets really interesting on the 4 hours, because we kind of get an indication of, well, wow, okay, so this move, does this look a little bit like we've seen here? Right, so okay, so we have 3 scenarios. I think the MACD looks a little bit like this period. It looks a little bit like that period. And I would say that one. And potentially even this one. And in one, okay, half of those times that we had a similar MACD to this one, we were bearish, and the other half we were bullish. So then the question arises, what is coming ahead of us? Is it going to be good news, or is it going to be bad news, or do we not know? Now, what we know is that we have the Q4 deliveries, we have the Q4 earnings, we have full self-driving, it's rolling out as we speak, and we have guidance being increased, stock market hella bullish. I think those things together could mean that we're going to see the bullish version, right? Because here we had bad news coming out. That's why it bent downwards instead of upwards. And right here we had, I think it was it the battery day? I think it was deliveries. It was deliveries, yeah? So I think we can disclose the bearish ones and say that we're going to see the rather bullish version of this MACD. Which could mean last time we had a similar MACD. Here we rallied all the way up from approximately, I would say, 428 to 540, which is like $110. And right here, we rallied, I think it was $50. So in the range of $50 to about $110 to the upside. So what was our current price target was $700. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, honestly, this could go to $700 easily. Let me just check the live chat real quick. I'm going to have to refresh the live just real quick. All right, so I think I know enough to probably say what will be happening next. I think what is happening now is potentially going to be... Wait, okay, cool. What is happening right now is we are right now, in my opinion, in this time period. It's like comparable, like very comparable to this time period where I can show you in this, like before the stock split, we had a massive bull run because, well, we had a stock split coming up and people were talking about the S&P 500 inclusion. And so I think we had the big correction here. And after the correction, we had a big run up. Now we are in this, I think we're in this kind of intermediary zone where we're still trading sideways, but we're about to run up very quickly. So I can even compare the RSI. It's so fascinating because it looks so similar. This RSI is pretty much looking a lot like this RSI. Let's just put it that way. Although I have to say, I think this would have gone up earlier if Elon Musk didn't make the statement that the stock was overvalued, because that basically had such a significant impact that it pushed the stock lower while it wanted to go up. Because a lot of people wanted to buy Tesla stock, but once Elon said it was overvalued, it didn't go up. It just went sideways instead, because people were getting really cautious. I'm just checking out the live chat. Yeah, my YouTube is doing a little bit weird on my iPhone. I got a new phone, so it's like trying to adjust a little bit to it. For anybody that doesn't know yet, we have a green screen right now, so it's not that I'm like inside the chart. We have a screen behind us. It's a green curtain, and we can compute stuff on it, and we can make the background transparent, obviously. And we also have a new pop filter because, you know, obviously the audio was not the best in the past, so we got a new, we got that. There will be many, many more improvements coming up. So make sure you are subscribed. So I think the 4 hours is kind of obvious. Now, I think the daily is going to be a little bit more difficult. We're still in the pre-analysis, right? We're not we're analyzing it, but we're not starting the video yet. Usually we start recording. We're still just looking at everything as it is. Yeah, this bending of the MACD is similar to this, what we have seen. So that checks out. Next move is going to be a parabolic run to the upside, and then we move downwards gradually. Something similar to this. I think it's going to look a little bit more like then until the 21st, and then we come down all the way. Just like that. Which could mean that the RSI is going to shoot upwards. It's going to shoot upwards just like that. And then it's going to come back down. Something similar to that degree. At least that's what I'm seeing right now. That does look like it could go even higher. Like, I don't know why, but I've got the feeling that this could really run up, like, maybe towards that $1,000. Like, I'm saying 700 because we've not seen the 700 yet, so it's smart to have that as a target and not 1,000. Because I think we're gonna. It's more likely that we hit the 700 first. Just checking the live chat real quick. So first the 700, and then after that we're gonna talk about 800, 900, and 1,000. I'm more certain about the 700. And you can also see that we have the lighter candles that you see right here. Generally speaking, what happens is we start seeing more volume and more buyers, so that will like cause the surge. The same way we've seen that right here, when we had seen those. Well, when it became weaker, well, the stock started stagnating, and basically the price didn't go up again. When a stock is really bullish, when the stock is bullish and the price is remaining at the same level, then people will look at it like, wow, it's not surging now. Maybe it's going to surge very soon. And then they start buying again and making the stock surge. It's called a self-fulfilling prophecy. Learned that in economics. But yeah, it's actually very powerful. So I would say I think we're about to see a big surge to the upside. Similarly to this top. But yeah, so I think we're going to top out at approximately 700. If we don't, then we correct to approximately to the 660s, maybe 650s, and surge to the 800. But yeah, that's just my approximation right now. Just some pre-analysis. All right. Let's go to the 30 minutes. Set everything up. Yeah, if you guys didn't know yet, on Saturdays I usually... Wait one second. See if everything is working. The problem is like my live chat is not updating, so I have to refresh the live stream every single time on my phone. Alright, so on Saturdays I have a different kind of schedule because like I upload 6 times a week, like very professionally, just every day, very frequently as well. And we have 2 live streams every single day, aside from on the Sunday and the Saturday. And on Saturdays, what I try to do, I just do whatever. Because obviously I'm going to have one day where I have like a break. I don't really like taking breaks. I go all in. So go hard or go home, right? So when I have my break, I just upload whatever I want to upload. And I live stream the way I want to live stream. Because sometimes you just got to relax and just lay back and do whatever, right? So this is kind of like such a live stream. Yeah. That's just on the Saturday, though. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, it's going to be way different. Also, the markets are closed, so it's something to keep in mind. While I do take things a little bit less, I guess, hasty or super serious, we're still going to analyze everything. It's just going to be a little bit more laid back and relaxed. Just going to take off my jacket / hoodie because I wonder if my webcam is looking, how it's looking when I, oh, you can still see my shirt. Cool. Okay. Just give me a sec. Sorry for that. Let's move this a little bit. There we go. Okay, so yeah, I can't come out of my words. What we're going to do, we're going to analyze Tesla, Palantir, Neo, Apple, AMD in one live stream, and we're going to be uploading the analysis separately after the live stream. And yeah, this will be the weekly recap and a kind of prediction for the coming week. Tomorrow will be a very sophisticated prediction video for the week and the week after that possibly. For now, it's just like kind of summarizing what has happened, why do things happen, and what is coming based off of the history. So that's what the weekly recap is about. The weekly prediction is just looking really ahead into the future, what's about to come based off of what we've seen and also what we are speculating on. I find it so frustrating because I'm looking on my phone and like nothing is being updated. Well, on my Android phone it got updated every single time. Well, maybe that's a little bit of a competitive nature thing. Alright, I'm going to put on a song and then we're going to... Usually I put on a really nice song in the background. There we go. Oh, for some reason it gets disconnected. All right. Everything is working fine. I'm going to send one more link so that people know. Let me check. So the week started at, it was the 30th of November, I believe, until the 4th. The 4th of December. So right here, we have not moved an inch. So this was the top on Monday. We reached 607. We predicted that like in a bullish kind of move, we would go to the 660s. But on that same day, Elon Musk, he made some, in my opinion, very stupid statements that led to this right here. So if he wouldn't have done that, honestly, I think we would have gone to really close to that 700 range. That was our prediction initially. All right, so I think we are ready to go, ready to rock and roll. Gonna just check the live stream one more time, and then we're gonna start. We're gonna do many more analyses in this live stream, so stay tuned. Oh, please don't cough into the mic. I'll do my best. All right. Sometimes I cough because I got a cold. Okay, that's working. No, we're gonna start. Hey guys, welcome back to Lucid Trading. I am Gara. Today we're going to be analyzing Tesla stock. This will be the weekly recap from the 30th of November to the 4th of December. Now before we start this analysis, guys, make sure you hit the thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. I would really appreciate that. Before we start, also, I have to tell you that I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just giving you my opinion on the technical analysis. I do not advise anyone to be trading based off of my opinion on the technicals. Do your own due diligence. Now, one more thing. We have a green screen. Like I said, we also have a pop filter. So the video quality is going up, going through the roof, and the audio too. So I hope you guys like that. If you do, make sure you hit the thumbs up and subscribe. Now, let's get into this right away. So I think it's important to look at the past week and see what happened, because honestly, a lot is happening right now. The market is very, very volatile. And I think looking at history is very important in the trading process. So looking at the 30th of November, we can see that we had a big downturn right here from 607 to approximately $554. Now, if you guys didn't know, Elon Musk had an interview recently. It was on Axel Springer, and well, he basically stated that he basically said that Tesla stock is overvalued. He said it several times. He said that at $800 pre-split that it was overvalued, and that he still thinks it is. So this really kind of instigated a lot of fear into the minds of retail traders and investors in general. And yeah, it dropped down. I think we were live streaming when it happened. I said, guys, that's a buying opportunity. This is just some short-term fear. We went back up to approximately $600, almost $600. And then we came back down again. And we just had a rough week all over. The 1st of December, we went down to approximately 570. And I said we would keep on correcting and go up again. We would pretty much be going sideways because people are a little bit fearful that, yeah, maybe it is overvalued. Because if the CEO of the company says it's overvalued, then it must be overvalued, right? But if we can remember, last time he said this was when Tesla was sitting at approximately $800 pre-split. He said Tesla's overvalued. He tweeted it out. Tesla went down like 10%, and after it dropped down 10%, it came back up, and we had all-time highs, and the rest was history. So I think something very similar is happening right now. It's just it's just his opinion. I mean, he doesn't know any. I think Elon Musk doesn't know a whole lot about technical analysis or fundamental analysis. He's a business person. Yes, he knows a lot about cars and everything, but it's just his opinion on. He thinks it's overvalued. Could also be imposter syndrome. Okay, if you guys don't know it, Google it. So I would say right now Tesla's looking like it's kind of properly consolidating. It's about to be breaking out. We have a cup and handle forming right here, and this is pretty much going to be. Yeah, it's going to be skyrocketing very soon. That's just based off of the 30 minutes, right? So I would say On the 2nd of December, we had the bottoming happen, and on the 3rd and 4th, which was Thursday and Friday, we were basically consolidating at this level. And what we know is that when we have a cup and handle formation, which we've seen many times here, right here, we had the same thing going on. We had a big surge to the upside. And I think something very similar is going to happen to what we've seen right here. It's just going to be a massive surge, breaching the all-time high, creating a new one, possibly going to the 640s before seeing a tiny correction and going up after that as well. So, but that's just on the 30 minutes. I'm not necessarily sure about this when it comes to the 30 minutes. We have to look at the 1 hour, the 4 hour, and the daily to get some more information about that. So let's head over to the 1 hour. Checking, I have to check up on the live stream every now and then because I don't know if everything is running smoothly. Oh yeah, so somebody said that Tesla's overvalued. Yeah, okay, so when it comes to like valuation, I think yes, it's overvalued. However, right now it's overvalued at this price. But 2 years from now, this will be a very cheap price. So that's the thing with Tesla. It goes into this overvalued territory because there's so much potential in the future. We do not know how the future is going to look like 5 years from now. Tesla could be overtaking the whole EV market and full self-driving market and the energy market, which if it does that, I mean, these prices are going to be relatively cheap. It's going to pretty much be a big monopoly. But we'll talk about that in the weekly prediction tomorrow. This is just going to be the recap and the, I guess, shorter term prediction. We're just going to kind of see what's happening at the moment. Let me just hold on, guys. Okay, everything is working fine. One hour. We're paused. Cool. Sorry for that. Yeah, okay, so if Monday is negative, I think what's going to happen is we're going to fall back to the 584 and then surge. If Monday is not negative, we're going to surge right away. I just want to check if Monday is going to be negative. Does it look like we're going to be negative? We don't know it necessarily. It's kind of going sideways. It's really tough to see. There we go. Whoa, the green screen is really transforming me. Or it looks a little bit weird at times. All right, so looking at the 1 hour chart, I think what could be happening is this. So basically, we know that the markets are going to be really relevant. If the market is going down, well, obviously, there's a high probability that Tesla's going to be down. So in the case where the markets go down, I think we could potentially come back down to the 583 and then bounce all the way to the 640s. This is where we see a little bit of a downturn before surging again to the 660s. So that would be my prediction when the markets go down. If the markets don't go down, if it's like really bullish, then obviously I think it's going to just surge right away to the 640s, come back down a bit, and then keep going to the 660s. So I'm just going to be optimistic. I'm going to say that the glass is going to be half full. So we go to the 660s, and we might see kind of a major correction there back to the original 630s and bottom out and gradually go to the $700. So that would be the optimum scenario. If not, like I said, bottom out at the 585-ish. So MACD would surge in this case all the way up and then come back down again and go up again. Same would be happening on the RSI. Just like that, go to the overbought, go down again, and then go to the overbought, and just visit the overbought several times. Now on this 1 hour time frame, what is very visible is that we're going to see this move, but not with this downturn, because obviously this was because of Elon Musk stating something really bearish, but an actual bearish like extension of that, bullish extension of that, so going up like that, but then copied right here, which this could be the case, unless like Elon keeps on tweeting really weird things or like says something incredibly odd. I think we should be fine. I think we should be reaching that 700 very soon, and potentially maybe even like top out right here. It doesn't look like we will top, but for now the price target is going to be $700. But yeah, on the 1 hour, looking sort of bullish. If we look at the past, I think the period of time where we could be comparable is going to be, I think, approximately this period of time where we kind of started topping out. You can see this on the RSI as well. It looks quite similar. All right, so I think that was it for the 1 hour. Let's go to the 4 hours. Let's check the live stream one more. See what people are saying right now. Are people agreeing or disagreeing? Yeah, after an S&P 500 inclusion, there is a big correction usually. So I agree with that. All right, cool. Let's go to the 4 hours. There we go. Just gonna have to edit this. Nice. Yeah, I'm just putting on a song in the background. Holy moly. This looks so... Wow. Guys, okay, I don't know if you guys can relate, but I hope you do. I think what's sort of happening, I've been saying this several times, this was the stock split on the MACD. This is the current situation. It's very... So this top would be this top. This top would be this top. This downturn is this downturn. So similar. I'm telling you, this is looking so incredibly similar. Next move would be an upturn. Create another top, initial top. Go down, and then go up again. Something like that. That would be... Wow. That would be crazy if that would happen. That would be absolutely crazy. Because it means that like the psychology of traders remain the same. And you can like emulate that onto the future. So that's what technical analysis is. Looking very nice. Just gonna have to delete it real quick. Obviously, it's a little different because it can't be exactly the same. All right, the amplitude is different because the fundamentals are different now. But technicals are quite similar. Even the RSI looks quite similar. It's as if that Elon's statements kind of... What we see right here, this top should have been a little bit higher, but because we had some bearish fundamental news coming out, it was like put low. Right here, that didn't happen. We actually kept surging to the upside. That's why I keep saying we should be sitting at 660. But like I said, Elon's statements have power. He has a lot of power over the stock. He's a great guy. I really believe in him, but he has to like really filter a bit what he says sometimes. For some reason, I really dislike the YouTube app on iPhone. It doesn't update the live chat quickly. So whatever. It's probably to bully Apple. But, you know, I love Google and Apple, so can't really complain over here. Okay. So what did we say? An initial... Alright, so looking at the 4 hours, I think what could be happening next is going to be a surge to $640. Come back down a bit and surge again to the 660s, where we see a major kind of correction back to the 640s. And then we see the top happen, which could be at approximately, I would say, around the $700, potentially $720 range. And then we come back down all the way. This could be what's happening next. RSI is going to move to the upside, obviously, come back down again, keep staying there, and then come down kind of to the oversold, because this will be a rather steep sell-off to the downside, potentially reaching $490 before seeing a proper bottom, going to, I think, the 580s, and potentially trading sideways for a while. And that would also look like this on the RSI. The MACD would potentially go up like that, come down again, and let me draw that again. Just like that. Something like this would be happening. It would look kind of familiar to what we've seen at the stock split. So I would say that would make a lot of sense. Now, I think if the stock market is extremely bullish, we could be heading to the $800 to approximately $1,000. But I would like to stay realistic with my bullishness. I don't want to let this go out of hand. So for now, let's just say $700 could be our price target around that range before it comes down properly. Okay? I think that was it for the 4 hours. Let's take a brief look at the daily chart. I think the daily chart is going to be quite interesting. Okay, so we got that done. Daily chart coming up. Taking a brief look at the live chat. So okay, so that could be this. Very, very familiar. Which means we have one big upturn coming before coming down. So we top out at approximately, I think in this scenario, the funny thing is, in this scenario, we would top out like a week before the S&P inclusion. Which, if you think of it, it doesn't really make a lot of sense, right? You would think that we would remain bullish for a longer time period because they will have to buy Tesla stock at any price. So I'm just going to say that this will keep on remaining bullish until the 21st and then come down. Something like that. That would not be too surprising. So I think around the 18th to about the 21st, the top is going to be reached, because then the institutions have to buy the stock. And then it makes sense for a sell-off to ensue like after that, because that's going to be the highest price point you're going to get, realistically speaking. Which, if this is the case on the daily chart, well, we could see another, yeah, there we go, something like that. $720 range-ish, depending on the circumstances. And then on the RSI, something like this, gradually jumping for earnings and coming back down. I think that would be my initial thought, because it would look like the past, but yet we would incorporate what is happening in the future. So combined, that would be kind of a perfect projection. Okay, yeah, I think something similar like that would be happening. Let me just start the recording. Alright, so the daily chart, we're just going to take a brief look, because this is obviously the weekly recap, not the weekly prediction. We'll be uploading that tomorrow, so make sure you're subscribed. We're just taking a look at what's going to be happening. I think based on the past and kind of emulated into the future, I think we'll see it top at approximately $700 to about $730, and then we gradually go down, because obviously the institutions and the hedge funds, they will have to be purchasing Tesla stock at any price on the 18th and until about the 21st. So I think that will be the top, because then they'll have to buy the stock, and after that there's a lot less buying pressure, and we'll just gradually go down. Now, that is just an assumption, because if you think about it, we still have Q4 deliveries coming up, and generally speaking, seeing a correction could be the case, yeah. So yeah, we could bottom out at approximately the end of the month of December. I would say possibly at the 520s, maybe $500, and then maybe a week after that or 2 weeks after that, we have the Q4 deliveries coming up, so we'll see another rally. Right? So but for now, what the most important thing is, like, we could potentially top out at the $700 range right here. Once more, this is because of the S&P 500 inclusion, obviously. So, and a lot of hype and euphoria, and you know how Tesla usually goes up and down. That's pretty much what's happening right here. It looks a lot like what we have seen at the stock split, and I think this was was this in July? Wow. But yeah, this was like, oh yeah, I meant this rally, right? At the beginning of the year, that we had profits and everybody was so euphoric. We had a big rally, and people thought that was it, but nope, we rallied way further from that point onwards. This is where Elon Musk said, hey, we are overvalued. Well, look at us now. We're sitting at approximately $600. So yeah, are we overvalued? I think if you take into account that maybe in 5 or 10 years, Tesla's going to be like huge. I don't think we're that overvalued. It's relatively, I would say we're undervalued in comparison to the future projections. If things go right, we're kind of undervalued. So, all right, let's go to the 30 minutes now. There we go. 30 minutes coming up. After this, we're going to do Palantir. And then after that, we're going to do NEO. So stay tuned. Sorry for that. There we go. I'm gonna put on a song. Really nice song. Okay, I'm not recording yet. Now, the final frontier, the 30 minutes, what's going to be happening for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday? I think what could possibly be happening is, well, it depends on the markets, right? If the markets are bearish, I think Tesla's at first going to come down quite a bit to approximately 583, bottom out, gradually move up to the 607, and then past that point, go to the 630s, bottom a little bit, and see a little bit of resistance before going to the 660s. Where here we see quite a correction to the downside, going all the way to the 638, potentially to the 630s, and then move upwards to the top that we will be reaching, which is going to be around 700 to approximately a little higher than that, and then come back down all the way. So that could be happening very soon. Now, obviously, this is a kind of short time frame, but I'm going to just assume a little bit of a bullish case scenario. We would see a big rally to the upside. If it doesn't go up this fast, I think we could see more sideways movement and then see this top happen. So I'm going to pause over a little bit. This is a little bit too bullish, but I'll just say that that's my extremely bullish case. Oh, frustrating. I'm really terrible at drawing the MACD on this kind of time frame. Potentially something like that. RSI would move. It would just remain in the overbought, right? It looks a little weird, but this looked quite weird too, so. Alright, so I drew it once more. Maybe the other pattern that we drew was a little too bullish, so I think there's a little bit of an aspect of like sideways movement here. So hit the 620, see a little bit of more sideways movement, go to the 640, correct, and kind of go sideways again, and then after that go to the 660s, correct a tiny amount before surging to the $700. And this would mean that we would see a big correction there and then surge again to approximately 730 if it happens at all. This could also come back crashing down at that point. So keep that in mind. All right. We will be uploading a weekly prediction tomorrow. Today was the weekly recap. Keep this in mind. So make sure you are subscribed for tomorrow's video. All right. I hope you guys enjoyed this analysis. If you did, make sure you hit the thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. On top of that, guys, check out the Instagram, the TikTok, and the Twitter. Links are going to be down below in the description. If you want to donate to the channel, there's also going to be a Patreon link where you can get buy and sell signals, early access, and one-on-one conversations and educational conversations with me. And lastly, there's a Discord server. So if you want to join the community, then, well, all the links are going to be down below in the description. So check that out. This was Lucid Trading. I hope you have an awesome weekend. I'll be seeing you very soon. I got a runny nose. I hope it wasn't visible on the video, but it's kind of embarrassing. There we go. All right, so guys, next up is going to be Palantir. I hope you guys are ready. The top is going to be, I think they're going to buy the stock, and at some point they stop buying. When they stop buying, that would be the top. Okay, so I got a $5 donation from Harry Chandler. Thank you so much for that donation. I really, really appreciate it. It's really awesome. Okay, so next up is going to be Palantir. Just give me a second. Obviously, I'm going to have to just quickly take a look at everything on the charts. For now, we're going to take a look at this. Just give me a second. Creating a thumbnail real quick. Doesn't take a long time usually. But yeah, guys, what are your favorite stocks? I would like to know because I'm probably going to be choosing some different stocks in the future to be analyzing. And right now we have AMD, Apple, Tesla, and many more. But it's kind of the same stocks every single time again. So if you would like to give me some suggestions or like maybe some video ideas, I'll be looking at those in the live chat in a moment. I'm currently working on the thumbnail for the Palantir Analysis. We're going to change the thumbnail and the title. Doesn't take that long usually, so... There we go. Checking the live chat real quickly, see what people are saying. Oh, interesting. Airbnb. A lot of people have actually asked for Airbnb, and Snowflake, obviously, Shopify, Neo. Yeah, we're gonna take a look at Neo very soon. GMI, J&J. Yeah, J&J is actually one of the popular ones out there as well. It's kind of interesting. I'm just gonna have to find a good picture of Alexander Karp. I think I got a couple, so. Hold on, there we go. Yeah, I think I'm gonna be changing up the style of the thumbnails very soon. I like to rotate every now and then so that, you know, it gives you that feeling like, yeah, this is some refreshing new content. Using the same kind of thumbnail template is it just puts you off, you know. I sort of get that. I've been on YouTube for like 10 years, 20, maybe longer than that, watching videos almost every day. I know how the thumbnails should be looking like. Let's just say that. What should be the title? Something like... I wonder. You know what, guys? What should be the title of the weekly recap for Palantir? If you guys give me a great idea, I'll put it as the title. Why not? We got a $2 donation. Make a poll on Google for suggestions. I'll do that very soon. I'm checking live chat right now. So, massive buying opportunity. Right. Something like that. Yeah, because I think the title of the video and the thumbnail, those are the most crucial bits of the content. Because if people don't click it, then obviously they won't see the content. So, wait, I'm gonna find a synonym for, one second. Surge, or no, breakout's synonym. Because I've been using that word too often. A breakout, a flare up, a burst, blow up, eruption, huge eruption, huge flare up. I think huge burst, massive burst, huge burst up. That sounds a bit weird though. Burst. Huge burst up. Whoa, it's a lot of live chats. Explosive, boom. Where's the bottom for Palantir? I think the bottom would be like worst case scenario, worst case $18. Let me check. No, I got it. Skyrocketing. Usually skyrocketing. People like that word. Skyrocketing to $1,000 for Palantir. No, just kidding. That would be crazy. Let's just do skyrocketing to $50. I think that's kind of realistic. Yeah, okay, so almost done. Okay, I got it. So skyrocketing, $50 plus, and that would be it, because I've used the other words like huge breakout too often. So I like to, change it up a little bit. I think I got it. It's perfect. You guys are awesome. Thank you for the ideas. You will not be compensated. Just kidding. You get awesome content. Or at least... yeah, people are excited. And I'm excited too. I'm excited that you guys are excited. So... yeah, I'm just going to change the thumbnail. It takes about a second. Alright, so I changed the thumbnail. Now I'm going to change the title. Palantir stock is going to skyrocket. Very important. Very, very important. Incredibly urgent. Palantir skyrocketing. It's actually true though. Okay, Palantir weekly recap and technical. Okay, so now we have to change the description. That's usually like just a second. So yeah. But yeah, if you guys if you want to give me some feedback or anything like that, feel free to do that. Like honestly, I listen to every single person. even the haters, if you have feedback, let me know in the live chat. I'll actually listen to you, and if it's like proper feedback, then I'll actually change up the content a little bit, so it becomes a little bit more, I guess, qualitatively better. That's how I could put it. Because obviously I want to give you the best value, the best bang for your buck. Oh, I think we changed up everything now. So we're ready to do the analysis. Palantir. Right. I am gonna share the link. Palantir live stream right now. Must watch. You laugh, you lose. Okay. We're gonna check the live chat real quick, and then after that, we're gonna like start 100% for sure. Brandon says, Gara, keep up the videos. Great job, man. You're breathtaking. That's something Keanu Reeves said at the Cyberpunk event. Which Cyberpunk is, I think it's out right now, or something like that. Or like you can pre-order. Great game. Really love Keanu Reeves. He's awesome. Yes, so people are loving the green screen. The green screen loves you back. Sorry for that. I'm gonna fix my hair just a little bit. Stretch a little bit. Gotta stretch. It's bad for your back to be immobile. Alrighty, let's get into this analysis. First off, I like to play a little bit of music. I'm gonna grab some chewing gum. We're gonna do some pre-analysis. Okay, interesting. Yeah, this pattern looks really, really quite familiar, in my opinion. First top is right here. Second top, which was this, right here. The really big correction. Obviously, we just had that. And then after that, well, we're still in this correction. But there's still a possibility we're going to move to the downside. But then after that, I think what's going to happen is we're going to retrace to approximately 50% of the downfall, move sideways, consolidate, see a surge to the all-time high, and seek resistance, fall back down to approximately 50% of the move that we had to the upside, go sideways again, and then surge to really high levels. I think it's going to be the same process repeating again, but it's going to be less bullish because we already had the initial bullishness. One second. I just got a message from my mother. every now and then, gotta check it out. Jacob says the Oracle of the Netherlands, and he donates $10. Thank you so much. Yeah, the Netherlands is awesome. I can hear myself. It's really annoying because I'm like looking at the live stream. The Netherlands is awesome. So if you guys ever want to visit the Netherlands, hit me up. No, I'm kidding. But that would be really weird, right? Like meeting with every single person that goes to the Netherlands. So would be a constraint on my time. But it's an awesome country. Honestly, it's one of the better countries out there to visit, especially Amsterdam. Checking live chat real quick. All right, so I think it's quite quite obvious what's going to happen. It's not really difficult to see that this stock is looking quite bullish. Now, I want to be the devil's advocate for once. So let's say that this is going to be the big correction. Let's say that this is the bubble chart. If you guys don't know what it is, it's basically when a stock is fueled by hype and euphoria. Generally speaking, we see incredible bearishness after the initial top that was made. And then after this correction, we see a surge to normality. But it's actually just a dead cat bounce. And then we go down all the way to $18, maybe even the $15. So being the devil's advocate, this is a possibility. I just think it's very unlikely because the markets are so bullish. And it's not really that overvalued. I would even argue it's kind of undervalued if you look at its future potential. And the RSI is not that overvalued right now as well. So I would say even the 4 hours is looking rather undervalued. The daily has corrected. So I think it's much more likely that we're going to see more bullishness than bearishness. So even being the devil's advocate, yes, the markets could crash. Yes, we could fall down heavily if Alexander Karp says something really foolish or Peter Thiel suddenly says, hey, I'm not going to support Palantir. But what is the probability that that's going to happen? It's kind of low. The reason why we dollar cost average, though, is to mitigate that probability. So if there's kind of a downturn happening, we're not going all in. We have a partial exposure into that stock, but we still have cash around. So when it goes down heavily, we can kind of buy more stock. Obviously, guys, I'm gonna have to tell you, I'm not a financial advisor. Just my opinion. So you should not listen to everything I say. But yeah, I think I'm ready. I think we did the pre-analysis. I'm gonna drink a little bit of this stuff. It's really good stuff. I think it's mango, banana, apple, avocado, spinach smoothie. It's really nice. Briefly gonna check if the live stream is working. And then we're gonna start again. Spotify. Gonna put on a couple songs. Alright, I sent the link for the live stream. I think we should be fine. I cannot be chewing gum right now, so I'm gonna take that out. Let's delete this. I'm gonna redraw everything. Am I starting the recording? Okay. There we go. Yeah, I need a good song to get me going. I got one. Alright, let's get going. Yeah, I'm gonna assume the worst for now. Just because. Hey guys, welcome back to Lucid Trading. Today we're going to be analyzing Palantir Stock. This will be the weekly recap for the 30th of November until the 4th of December. Before we start, guys, make sure you hit the thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. I'll have to tell you that I'm not a financial advisor, so everything that I'll be saying and I'll be drawing on the charts, that is just going to be my opinion on the technicals. So do not buy or sell stocks based off of just my opinion, right? All right, let's go into this analysis right away. In our last analysis, we said that Palantir could potentially be coming back down, and I still believe firmly that this will be coming back down just like that to approximately the 21.6, 21.5 before we see a big surge to the upside to the 25 and then gradually go to the 26 and go to the 28. Now, this will be a very strong buying opportunity because obviously this is a trend line that has been we held pretty strongly. There is an argument that we could make that the trend line could be sitting right here, and that we actually already bottomed. So that's also going to be the case. But right now I'm going to be assuming the worst. Monday is going to be bearish because the stock market is sitting quite high. It's still bullish, but I think generally speaking, when the stock market is sitting that high, we see kind of like these tiny corrections, which could mean that Palantir could go down once more. In any other case, I think we're going to surge right away. So for now, just assuming the worst case, going to be conservative. We go to the 28, and then gradually we move upwards to higher levels. And it could move a bit slower than that, potentially consolidate here, and then surge to that level before coming back down. Now, obviously, this is just going to be the 30-minute chart. There's a lot of upside after this initial downturn. And like I said, if we open very positively, we will surge right away. For now, just keep in mind Palantir looking quite bullish. Now let's head over to the 1 hour. I think I didn't recap the week, so I'm gonna have to do it on the 1 hour. Yeah, sometimes I can be a little foolish, which is fine. Stonks. Honestly, I should make a t-shirt with like stonks. Honestly, it would be quite funny. I think it's not trademarked, right? It's just a word. Can we? Yeah. Alright, so looking on the 1 hour charts, we've seen that ever since we had this top happen on the 27th, and then after that, that we had the weekend going on, pretty much this has been a staircase all the way to hell. We moved from 33 all the way to the 21.5, which I said that this was a strong buying opportunity. And then we went up to the 25.5, and we kind of are moving sideways in this $24 range. Obviously, I think there's a chance of us coming back down again, just like that, hitting the $22, approximately 21.5, before going upwards, filling the gaps, and just kind of rallying all the way to the $30. But what we see here, this kind of correction, we've seen this in the past, and I can show you. I don't think you can see it properly, but we've seen it very similarly. Let's just put this back. Right here, in this time period, we had a massive correction, and we consolidated and kept going downwards, hitting a bottom here, going down approximately 30%, and then surging all the way back to the upside. Now, I think that something very similar is happening right now. And I think that pattern that we just saw is quite familiar. We can see that this first up move, right, this one here, that could have been this up move, right? We consolidated here, we consolidated there, then we had a big rally, we had a big rally, we had a big correction, we consolidated again, we're now consolidating again, and after that we have a big rally to the upside, just like we've seen in the past. Now this doesn't actually have to go exactly the same way. However, patterns do repeat themselves if the fundamentals don't go too crazy up or down. So I think a similar kind of pattern is going to be happening, or it's going to occur. And if we look at the real trend line where we kept on bottoming, and basically just looking at it, it looks like this will be happening, because in the past month or two we have not broken this bullish channel. It's just following it just like that without any problems, and I think it will stay in this bullish channel because the markets are bullish, the stock is looking bullish, fundamentals are quite amazing, next earnings is going to be amazing, guidance is going to be amazing. There's not a whole lot that could happen that would make this stock go really bearish, because we've already seen the big correction to the downside, which was this one right here, which we called out. We said this would go down 30%. Look at that, we went down more than that. I think it was 35%. So remember, right around this point, I said, this is just euphoria, this is just hype, it's going to go away. We're going to see a massive correction because 60% of the shares was being held by the general public, which that is it's a scary thing, let's just say that. And yeah, we had a big sell-off because there was I think Morgan Stanley or something, they said, and the Citron report, they said that Palantir was going to go to $20. Morgan Stanley set a price target at 17, and that's why we had a lot of fear into this stock. A lot of people sold off because they thought this would go down all the way to zero for some reason, which is some really irrational fear that traders can have at times. I have that every now and then, so understandable. But yeah, lots of people also bought at these prices and these prices here, where we said that would be a nice buy. So yeah, anybody holding Palantir from the $9 onwards, congratulations on that one, because you're profiting like mad. But yeah, I would say for now there will be a small correction to the downside unless the markets are bullish and we gradually move upwards, even on the 1 hour, and it would look like this on the RSI, and then gradually bounce to the overbought. MACD would come down and go to the upside, potentially rally upwards all the way to 34, maybe 35, and then coming back down just like that, and gradually rallying to approximately 40 to maybe even $50. I'm gonna have to check the live chat real quick. Hold on, guys. All right, cool. Live chat's working fine. Live stream's working fine. Yeah, I paused the recording. There we go. And obviously on the MACD, we could see us go up and then like that, come back down, and then go up again. Same with the RSI. And then go to the overbought again. So that would be it on the 1 hour. Let's look a little bit long term now and see where Palantir is going to be heading for maybe a week or two. Can we just undo everything? That would be nice. Hell yeah. Please. Yeah, okay, so it's having a tough time. I'm just going to delete this. That should be fine. 4 hours coming up. All right, so we're going to do the 4 hours, and after that we're going to do the 30 minutes. I would also have to say, guys, After the Palantir analysis, we're going to do the NEO analysis. After the NEO analysis, we're going to do the AMD analysis. After the AMD, we're going to do the Apple analysis. So just keep that in mind. Everything is going to be coming up. We might have a break every now and then, but it will be fine. Yeah, I think we're going to do the Palantir one. This one, we're going to complete this one. And then after that, we're going to do the NEO one. And then we are going to pretty much take a break after that. Because I'll do another live stream later on. So people from different time zones can come in and I can take a little bit of a break. But for now, we are still doing the Palantir one and the NEO one. After that, AMD and Apple. I'll turn on some music. Let me just see if there's anything really nice I can listen to. Alright, so I'm looking at the 4 hours now, and I think, honestly, based off of the 4 hours right now, it does look like we're about to see a bullish breakout to the upside, just like that, before coming down and then rallying even further to the upside, a continuation of the bull rally. Now, but if I'm going to be really bullish, am I paused? Yeah, cool. If I'm going to be really bullish, this is going to look a little bit like this. Come back down again, but then gradually going upwards to the $40, coming back down, and keep on going to the upside to maybe even $50 and beyond. Now, the reason I'm saying this is because I think Palantir has a lot of potential because their business model is rather unique. There are not a lot of players that are on that kind of level of performance, and their leadership and the founders are also quite crucial. Peter Thiel, for example, the co-founder of Palantir, he has a lot of influence actually on like the government's kind of side of things. That's the reason why they're getting so many contracts from the government, I think. Well, Alexander Karp, the CEO, is obviously doing a lot too, but I think Peter Thiel is kind of, he has these connections with government officials and kind of gets these contracts for Palantir, so they get that initial revenue to start sizing up, so then after that they can get into the private sector and literally take the whole market there. So I am very excited about that because they're also investing into their sales force and marketing, which we know that Alexander Karp has said in the past he dislikes that. Actually, he wasn't even there. The CEO of the company wasn't there at the webcast of the earnings because they were going to announce that they would use more advertisements and like have a sales force and stuff. So it was kind of funny that he wasn't there. We actually live streamed the whole event. So if you don't want to miss out on those kind of things, then make sure you're subscribed. But yeah, on the 4 hours, looking very bullish. Going to go up initially, come back down, potentially move like this. I think something like, if I draw this properly, and then keep on going upwards. And the same thing would be true for the RSI. Stay there, come back down, and it's just gonna look very bullish. I think Palantir, in the beginning of like when it got direct listed as an IPO, I think the problem they had is, I would say, there was a lot of negative media publicity. They were talking about the governance structure being really weird. They were talking about Palantir burning money, that they only have government contracts. They don't really have customers, And I said back when it was at $9 and $8 that those problems are temporary and that we would surge to the upside once there was any kind of news that Palantir was going to scale up their business, which they are doing right now. And look at that. We bought Palantir at $9. Now we're pretty much sitting at the 23.85, had an all-time high of the 33, and I think we're going to see higher highs and higher lows because we're right now in a bullish channel. I would get potentially bearish on Palantir if we would reach this $18 level, because then that would basically mean that we would have broken the bullish channel, and that would be very bearish. Now, I think this would be enough for the 4 hours. Let's go to the 30-minute time frame. Okay, so yeah, I think it's quite self-explanatory. I think Palantir could go up like 10 times, potentially 20 times, maybe even higher than that. It's just, I've said this before, but the company that can like harness the power of AI is going to win the world, basically. It's going to be a race, and Palantir has its own AI that they're working on as well for other companies and for themselves. I think actually we don't know about this because a lot of stuff that they're doing is kind of secret. I think they're actually making an AI for the government, kind of a general AI. I'm not sure about it, but it would be quite obvious because I think that they asked Google to do it for them, and Google refused. And Alexander Karp had an interview in which he said that he said that it was unethical that Google refused to make an AI for the government or something like that. And I agree. And now Palantir has the opportunity to do this. So I think it was an AI for like drones or something. Something similar to that. All right, before we start, I'm just going to check if the live stream is running. I always do this. I check the live chat and everything. So give me 1 second. Oh yeah, I was one of the first bulls. You can even like look at the dates of like the videos and see which traders on YouTube said Palantir would be bullish. Actually, there were a lot of traders who were saying that Palantir would go nowhere. I remember I was looking at these videos. Everybody was bearish on Palantir. It was kind of funny because it just didn't make sense. They're like, yeah, Palantir, they're burning money and governance structure is not good. And I'm like, you don't know what you're talking about. Most people don't know what they're talking about, though. I mean, sometimes I don't know what I'm talking about, so let's be fair. All right, so we are ready to rock and roll. I'm paused right now. All right, so looking at the final frontier, the 30-minute time frame, I think what could be happening is an initial downturn to approximately 21.5. Then after that, we surge to the 25. See a little bit of a consolidation move and then keep on going upwards to 28 and then surge all the way to the $30.8 before coming back down to the 28.9 and then surging again to the all-time high. I think 35 is going to be a little bit unrealistic. Potentially come down here to the $30 and go down even further, consolidate, and potentially bottom out at the $25 to $26. So that would be a higher high right here, a little bit higher high and a higher low, and then after that we rally to the $40. Now the MACD is going to look a little bit like this, potentially go all the way like that, something like this. Now it's the RSI, and then come back down all the way to the oversold. Okay, so this would be my Palantir analysis. This could bottom out right here. Keep in mind, if we're very bullish, we could start this rally way earlier. So we would move this pattern right there, so it could look a little bit like this. But I think we will see an initial correction if the markets are neutral or bearish. And then we will rally to the $35, come back down to the 26, and rally to the $40, maybe even to the $50 if we have a very bullish market, which is, there's a higher probability that that's going to be the case, because we got the holiday season coming up, and generally speaking, people have a lot of money to spend and will be spending a lot of money, and it has an effect on Palantir as well, even though people can't buy anything that is like from Palantir. I think it will definitely have a positive effect on stocks in general. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed this Palantir weekly recap. If you did, make sure you hit the thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. It would really help with the growth of the channel, and I'll be forever grateful. So make sure you subscribe. You'll be notified for the future videos. And on top of that, guys, check out the Instagram, the TikTok, and the Twitter. The links are going to be down below in the description. Check those out. If you want to donate to the channel, there's also going to be a Patreon. At the Patreon, you can get many benefits like early access, buy and sell signals, and also one-on-one conversations with me about technical analysis. And lastly, if you want to join the Discord community and talk about finance and trading with other people, feel free to do so. There's a Discord link down below as well. All the links are in the description. I hope you guys have an awesome weekend. And yeah, this was Lucid Trading. I hope everything's going to be fine for the coming days. And I wish you a lot of luck for the coming days after the weekend. And make sure you're subscribed. There will be a weekly prediction for Palantir coming up tomorrow. Today was kind of a weekly recap looking at historical things and what that could mean for the stock now. And tomorrow I'll be looking at the future and only the future. See you soon. We did the Palantir analysis. Next up is going to be NIO. This is going to be an interesting one. Controversial. Very controversial. Sorry for that, guys. I think in the worst case scenario, there's some bad news coming out about Palantir, and yes, then we can go to $18. That would be like the worst case. I'm just going to take a quick look at some data points. Did we get another donation? Oh, no. Okay, cool. Okay, so we're going to be talking about NIO. I will be doing some pre-analysis. Okay, so how are we going to do this? I want to look at Tesla in 2013. Topped out, sideways movement, came down all the way. Doesn't look that similar, but it's kind of a similar downturn. Because if we look at NIO, well, I mean, honestly, it looks quite similar. I think if we go back to Tesla, let's just properly go back. Initial real hype cycle. How much did we go down here? 10%. 25. Okay, so how much are we down on NIO? We are down approximately 30 to 35%, I believe. And here we were down, at this point we were down almost 30%. And there we had another 20%. to the downside. So if we go back to NEO, could that be the case also here? Another 20% downside. Okay, yeah. It looks very similar actually. Yeah, if you don't know it yet, in 2013, well, this was I think a year or two after the IPO for Tesla. It went up approximately. It went up a lot, right? And we're right now 2 years after the IPO for NEO, and guess what? We went up huge as well. Now I'm trying to make a comparison. If like back then Tesla's valuation was sort of similar to NEO's valuation, relatively speaking, although there was a lot less capital out there in the markets. So if we take inflation into account, then yeah, it's a very similar kind of time period for Tesla and NEO. Tesla 2013 is like NEO right now, and the downturn is looking even similar. The upturn was looking similar. So I think what could be happening is a continuation of this pattern that we've been seeing. Is initially some bullishness, another death cat bounce, and then go down again sharply. And that sharp downturn could cause kind of a bottom in this range, I think in the $30 to $35 range, which could potentially mean very cheap stocks. Yeah, all I want to say about that. So yeah, I don't think it's going to go down further. It could, but I think it's more likely because the MACD is so bearish right now. You can see right here on even the 4 hours looking so bearish for such a long time now, for almost 2 weeks. I think we're going to see a big bounce, and then we're going to see another sweet downfall so that we get some more buying opportunities in this range, and then we bottom out. So that's pretty much it for NEO stock, I would say. I'm just going to be drawing it out properly now because I think that's going to be important. Yeah, we're definitely going to be in this. Look at that. We drew the bearish channel here. We're stuck in this bearish channel. Yeah, so something like this. I'm going to check the chat real quick. All right, so let's see, similar pattern right there. Could that be the case? No, because like this is trending upwards. That was already trending downwards. So this is like a little different. All right, so I think I'm gonna make a new thumbnail for NEO. Just it's gonna be taking a second, right? Put on some music. Usually that does help with the creativity. Well, you know, let's just do the thumbnail later. I'm gonna put on some music and we're gonna start with the analysis right away. Hold on, guys. Here we go. Okay. Let's rock. Hey guys, welcome back to Lucid Trading. I am Gara, and today we're going to be analyzing NEO stock. This will be the weekly recap for the 30th of November until the 4th of December. Before we start with this analysis, guys, make sure you hit the thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. I would really appreciate that. Also, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just giving you my opinion on the technical analysis, or the technicals, I mean, and I'm kind of like drawing projections of the future. So do not buy or sell stocks based off of my opinion. Do your own due diligence. Now, let's get into this analysis right away. So in the past, I was very bearish. We've been very bearish right here we started being bearish. When we hit the $50, I said, guys, I think it was right here, yeah? We said, guys, this stock is going to go down. It went down massively. Like, I think it was more than 30% at some point. Okay, almost 30%, then went back up again. We said it would rally up again, then it went down again. And we were still very bearish on NEO. And even now, while we are down, I think, how much are we down right now? Almost 30% once again. At some point, we were down 30%, all right? And I'm still bearish. However, I think right now we're seeing some bullishness. So we could see another surge before coming down again. So this could potentially mean we could break out into this bearish channel, gradually move upwards, and I would say around the $52 mark, come back down very sharply, very, very sharply into this bearish channel again. And this would basically be a continuation of the lower highs that we've been seeing. It would be quite detrimental and very, very bloody. It would go to the 38.9 and then gradually even go lower than that to approximately 32. I would say the $32, and in a very worst case to the $30, and then bottom out properly and gradually rally to the upside. So I think something very similar is going to be happening for NEO stock. But yeah, this is just going to be the 30 minutes right now. I would say this would be just a quick glance at the stock, not looking too bullish. I think the reason this is going to spike upwards is mainly because I think Tesla is going to be going up quite significantly, which will be taking all the EV stocks to the upside. It doesn't really matter if they're like performing good or bad. They will go with Tesla, because when Tesla's performing good, all the other EV stocks are going to be performing good. So it does work kind of that way. At least it seems like it's going to go that way. So let's go to the 1 hour now. Yeah, on the 1 hour, we're going to be doing a little bit of a recap. Checking the live chat real quick. Okay. All right, so it does look like we're about to see kind of a breakout to the upside just like that. And this could potentially mean, like we said, go all the way up to the $51 to $52, come back down sharply, very, very sharply to the $38 to $39 level. Just could look a little bit like this on a MACD. And then gradually see another upturn to, I think, 43, somewhere around here. And then still go down even further to the $35 and potentially go up again. And in a kind of bullish scenario, this could be the bottom, but I think that's not going to be the bottom. I think we're going to see it go down even further to the $33, $32, and then potentially go down to the $30 and then shoot upwards really fast and keep on rallying all the way up to potentially the all-time high and beyond, because obviously we still have NEO Day coming up, and I think NEO Day is going to be a very big catalyst. They're going to be releasing their new products, new technology. They're going to be showing them, talking about them. Obviously, we're still going to be in this really bullish period for NEO. They're going to release their deliveries for December. So I think there's going to be a massive surge to the upside after this really big correction. But that's just going to be my opinion. I think it could be different. If the markets are really, really bullish, then we could keep on surging. But I doubt it. I don't think the markets are going to be that bullish, especially with this whole delisting news coming out. We don't know what's going to happen with that. I think if it happens, it would be very bearish. But even if we don't even talk about that, I think this could be happening for NEO stock. So gradually moving this kind of pattern. Bottom out at the $35-$30 range. Worst case, we go to 28. Best case, we bottom out at the 40s and surge from here. Extremely best case, we don't even go down and just keep going upwards. I don't see that happening though. But yeah, that's it for the 1 hour. I think we're going to be heading to the 4 hour now. Can I just undo everything? Yeah, boy, that's really amazing. Nice. Hold on, guys. Am I? Is my nose bleeding? Okay, it's not. Emma Mayton says, what the hell is this guy talking about? Thinking he can predict things accurately with technical analysis. Okay, so my answer to that is going to be... Okay, so what I try to do is I try to look at historical patterns. I try to look at the fundamentals. And I would probably try to look at the future catalysts and the price patterns. Combine those together, create a little package, project them onto the future with the lines that we're drawing, and that is pretty much what we're doing. I'm not saying that we're going to be accurate. I'm saying we're going to try to be accurate. I'm not exactly predicting the future, but I'm trying to predict the future based off of what we know, right? I've never said that we get this correct all the time, although my win rate with the analysis is quite high. So I don't want to brag, but yeah, we're pretty good at it so far. So yeah, that's my answer. And if you don't want to watch, if you don't like the analysis, obviously stay. Let's see what we'll be drawing out on the 1 second. Sorry guys, I got a cold, so every now and then I'll be coughing. Did we do the 4 hours? I don't think so. Did we do the... I don't know. Let's just do the 4 hours again. Did we do the 4 hours? No, I don't think we did. No, we didn't. Yeah, okay. So on the 4 hours, it's very evident we've been very bearish on like every kind of front. We had a big downturn. We hit $38. Like we said, we would go to 38 to 35. I think the bearishness is not over yet. However, before we see more bearishness, I think we're going to see the light for quite a time period. This will be a bullish rally to like $52, I would say. Maybe hang out at that level and then come down ever so gradually to approximately 38. See kind of a dead cat bounce again and then go down to levels that we talked about. And potentially bottom out at the $30 and then surge really, really hard because of Neo Day. I think Neo Day is going to be a very big catalyst. Just like we have seen the same thing happen to Tesla when we had that Battery Day event. I think it's going to be quite similar. Potentially reaching even higher highs. We'll see what happens, right? It's also going to depend on the market sentiment. MACD potentially moving like this way and keeping up the up pattern after that. And then the RSI would kind of move like this before surging to the overbought for quite some time period. This could mean that we would go upwards and keep on rallying just like that. Now, I don't necessarily know if this is going to happen. We'll make many videos in the future talking about this. But it could be a possibility because if the products that they release on Neo Day are going to be spectacular, are going to be groundbreaking, then yes, this could be the case. Many renowned hedge funds and very, very big hedge funds and institutions have bought Neo stock. Neo stock is the real deal. However, even stocks like Tesla come down like 50% every now and then. I think it's going to be the similar case for Neo stock. We need to see a major correction before we see another huge turn to the upside. Okay, so I think we're gonna stick with the 4 hours, and now we go back to the 30 minutes. Oh, I'm a little bit out of breath, but it's fine. Okay. Yeah, I think we're gonna go to the 30 minutes right now, and before we do, I want to check the 15 minutes very briefly. Wait, is my nose bleeding? No, it's not bleeding. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. I think we're ready. We are ready. All right, so looking at the 30 minutes now, what I think is going to happen, obviously, like we said in the beginning, some really bullish rally to the upside, gradually going to the $50 and to the $52 potentially, and then coming back down massively to the downside, all the way to the 42. See some support there, and then keep on going down to the 38, where at this point we will see a little bit of a dead cat bounce before coming down to the $35. And I'm going to be a little optimistic. I'm going to say, yeah, okay, we're going to go, this would be a support at the 35. And then after that, we're going to just gradually rally to the upside all the way until Neo Day and beyond. Obviously, this is just going to be kind of a weekly recap. I think it's going to look a little bit differently if we take a look at the weekly prediction, which we will be doing tomorrow. I think it's going to look something similar to this. So I think there could be a lot of upside. However, any kind of bearish news, any delisting news is going to be a plummeting for the stock. We would go down all the way to $30 if there's any kind of bearish news, because we are right now at rich valuations, even after this big correction, even after that big correction. Okay, so I'm going to be optimistic for Neo. I'm going to say, hey, we could be rallying to $52, and then after that, see a big downturn. Because this could be possible. We've seen that the technicals are allowing this, and I think it could be possible because there's a lot of people shorting this stock right now. I think there's going to be a kind of a short squeeze, and people are going to go long again, and it could be like a dead cat bounce before any kind of huge rally to the upside. A Neo Day will be a very, very big catalyst along with the December deliveries, because Neo, I think they have their record deliveries in December usually. So that's why I say we're going to bottom like 2 weeks before that happens. And yeah, this would be a great buying opportunity. I would say $35 to $38 would be perfect. Okay. Worst case scenario, we go back down to $28. Best case scenario, we have really good news and we just keep on rallying to 60. I don't think it's going to happen. I think we're going to go down to 35 to 38 approximately, and then pretty much rally back to the all-time high and beyond for Neo Day. Okay, guys, I hope you enjoyed this Neo analysis. If you did, make sure you hit the thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. On top of that, guys, make sure you check out the Instagram, the TikTok, and the Twitter. Links are going to be down below. If you want to donate to the channel, there's a Patreon link down below. You can get many, many benefits like buy and sell signals, early access to the videos, one-on-one conversations with me, and the Discord benefits as well. So check out the Patreon, check out the Discord. Links are going to be down below in the description. I hope you guys have an awesome weekend. And you should stick around because we will be making many more Neo videos in the future. So make sure you are subscribed. Have a nice weekend. Lucid Trading out. I'll see you very soon. Okay. This is the green screen. Okay, you see it? Wait, let me just go to my OBS. I'm touching it right now. I'm like moving it a little bit. We're done. We're done with this current live stream. We will be doing AMD and we will be doing Apple in another live stream, which is going to be coming up. Just going to check the live chat real quick. All right, so I'm just gonna check the live chat real quick if I can on my laptop real quick. So okay, guys. Right now we did Tesla, Palantir, and NIO, and we will be doing AMD and Apple after I have uploaded the Tesla, the Palantir, and the NIO as separate videos on the YouTube channel. Keep that in mind. We'll be doing AMD and Apple maybe like an hour or two from now. Usually nobody's watching at that time because obviously people have dinner and they spend time with their family because it's weekend. So there will be many videos coming in the future. Make sure you are subscribed. I would really appreciate that if you could do that. You'll get the notifications for the future videos of your favorite stocks. And I put a lot of time into this, so I would really appreciate it if you could take 2 seconds to just subscribe to the channel right now. We got the green screen happening now. We got the pop filter, and there's going to be many more things coming to Lucid Trading. Website is coming with, I think there's going to be a news page. There's going to be courses, potentially an academy, and some practicing for trading. It's going to be amazing. The future is going to be bright, and if you want to come along with us on this adventure, make sure you're subscribed and you join the Discord community and follow us on social media. The links are going to be down below, guys. I hope you have a awesome evening. I'll be going now because I'm going to have to upload some videos. I'll be busy with that. So, guys, I'll be seeing you very soon. Thank you for joining the live stream. And yeah, Lucid Trading out. Have a nice day. I'll be seeing you soon.